So the thing is loving yourself, right? And that you hear it all the time. Like, you gotta love yourself, you gotta love yourself, you gotta love yourself. And you do. The thing about loving yourself is accepting who you are, and it's loving every version of yourself. Like, that's what it is. It's loving every version of yourself. Not that not the thinnest, cutest, flat stomach, just not just that version, but every version of yourself you love and you embrace. And it's shit, and it's choosing you. I choose me. I choose I choose where I am. Like, I choose my struggles over somebody's. I choose to water what's going on in my life. Like, I don't sit and go, I don't know, and wish I was somebody else. I don't do that. I sit and go, you know, I don't know that I like this area of my life, so I'm gonna change it, right? When I'm unhappy with my weight, I do more exercise. When I am unhappy with my finances, which is often, I try to do better. I mean, I try to make more money. I don't know, but I don't. I just water where I am. I water myself. I pour into myself. At this age, I take pride in protecting my peace and creating a sanctuary for myself. And you know, that brings me joy. That brings me joy. Because, I don't know, at the end of the day, that's all you have. Like, you only have yourself. And it just seems, it just seems pointless to wish you were someone else. Like, you're you. And I look back over my life and I think about all of the ways that, excuse me, all of, say, mistakes that I made, or all the successes that I had, and all of the, with all of that, it's a pretty full and pretty rich life. And how do you not appreciate that? Like, I appreciate that. I didn't spend my life hiding. I didn't spend my life I didn't spend my life being afraid. Well, I don't know that that's true, because I spent a lot of my life being afraid, but I did it anyway. And that is boss. That is badass. That I did it anyway. What is that? I don't remember who the woman it was that said that. What's that quote? Speak your truth even if your voice shakes. I did do that. I did do that. I spoke my truth. My voice did shake. And I did it. When I think about things that I regret, it's never the things that I said that I regret. Because, I just don't. Not that I have no regrets. Regrets of things that I said, because I've said some stupid shit and that I shouldn't have. But I get to apologize and I get to make amends for that. But the things that would keep me up are never things that I said. It's always the things that I didn't say. Like, I'll spend time thinking, like, when this person said this to me. Why didn't I say, I don't know, and I just, I don't know. Why didn't I stand up for myself? Um, those are the things that I regret. Not standing, those are the times that I regret. Not standing up for myself. Um, not loving myself enough to say, you know what, fuck off. Um, those are the things that I regret. Uh, the this version of me that is more healed, that that does love me. This is crooked. That does love me, um, myself in ways that I didn't, is not as nice. Um, I'm not a mean person. Um, I'm not mean, but even I'm not. This healed version of me is not as nice as the other version of me. It's just not. Um, because even that version of me that was being nice was not really being nice. It was not done inside of, this is the good thing to do. This is the right thing to do. This is the nice thing to do. It was actually the scary thing to do. I didn't want to, sorry, stand up for myself to whoever. Not because I wanted to be nice and protect their feelings. It was, I didn't want the smoke. I didn't want this person mad at me. I didn't want this person to not like me, or this person to not see me in a great light. I don't give a damn about any of that shit right now. I don't. Um, sure, it would be nice if everybody liked me. I mean, I guess. I don't know. But it's not important. It's not, because at the end of the day, at the beginning of the, and early in the morning, um, them liking you does not shift your life. Your rent is still due, and they like you or they don't like you. Your bills are still due, and they like you or they don't like you. Um, everything keeps going, and they like you or they don't like you. Um, I look back on relationships that I've had, like romantic relationships that I've had, and uh, I think about all the ways being nice, um, not just nice, but nice and silent about like standing up for myself. Being nice and silent hurt me, and certainly didn't help or heal the relationship. I still, got cheated on. I still, all the shit still happened. Um, and then, like, they still left, or I still left, or the relationship still ended. And I just don't look back and see any place where me um, allowing myself to be disrespected verbally or otherwise ever helped me. I don't look back on one instance where I go, I'm really glad that I was polite about that, and I don't look back on any of it and say that. None. Um, I don't know how true this is for everybody, but for me, I wholly believe that you date to the level of your self-esteem. I just believe that. Um, because it certainly was true for me. I dated at the level of my self-esteem. Um, they didn't like me, and I didn't like me either. So there we are. Um, I remember I was having a conversation with someone, a guy that I had dated, and I said, um, what was it? I don't even remember what the fight or the argument or whatever was about, but I remember saying, Every time we are in a place where compromise needs to happen, I'm always the one giving you your way. So that has defined compromise in our relationship. It's me giving you your way. And his response was, well, why can't I have it this time? Like, since you're clear that that's what it is, what is the problem? And it is true that you teach people how to treat you. And so that is, so it was me having to redefine um, my my relationship with myself. Um, yeah, my relationship with myself. And nobody comes above me. Nobody. And everybody can get it, um, especially in my home. Um, you don't get to come into my home, into my sanctuary, and not love me. You don't. Um, and I love me in a way that I didn't when I was much younger. Um, I was not taught to love myself in the way that I do now. I wasn't taught that. Um, I wasn't taught that in the church, especially. And being a young girl, I wasn't taught that. It was, I remember I was a part of this girls group at church, and we would say, God first, others second, self last. And we would repeat that like that was good. And it's not. The theme of that, nothing, I can't think of the word. Was it mantra or I can't think of the word, but it was, we had to say, I'll gladly try. Ugh. So when someone says, so if someone asks you to do something, what do you say? I'll gladly try. So then you had a bunch of girls gladly trying who grew to be women gladly trying. And there was no other response, just I'll gladly try. And there was no ceiling on that. There was no cap on that. There was no like, okay, whoa, okay, you'll gladly try, but like if it, fucks with your mental health, then you say fuck off. There was no that. There was no, but whoa, if you are, then no. But it was just, I'll gladly try. Not if this dude is, I'll glad. And we're kids, and so we grew up gladly trying, and we spent our childhood, our girlhood gladly trying, not gladly pouring into our passions, not gladly developing ourselves, not gladly um, protecting our peace or our bodies. And where was the boys group? I don't even know that there was one. I don't know. I don't know. But the girls had to be there. But where was the boys? Like, I don't know what they would have gladly been doing, but there wasn't one, and they weren't doing shit. So, I don't gladly try anymore. Not in the way that I was taught. What I gladly try these days is I gladly get up and clean my home. I gladly cook good food for myself, gladly. I gladly go for drives. I gladly paint. I gladly write every day. I gladly blog. I gladly pray. I gladly meditate. I gladly cut my hair. I gladly have great conversations with friends. I gladly um, love my son. I gladly do these things. I don't gladly sacrifice myself anymore. And I did gladly do that because I thought that that was the right, good, godly thing to do. And I don't anymore. And I hope that whatever you are doing for yourself, that you are doing it gladly too. I love y'all. Peace.